Hello everyone, I'm Utkarsh from Informatica Global Customer Support. This session is about control flow, which is a new feature of EDC and it is introduced starting from 10.4. The agenda of today's topic will be what is control flow, controlling table, identifying if a table is a control table, and then we will see control table in the catalog UI. So control flow is a relationship between controlling table and the target table. In other words, we can say control flow defines as a certain condition imposed on the actual data flow from source to target. The control flow assets may not participate in the data flow, rather it decides the actual data flow. So in other words, we can say the table may not be participating in the flow of the lineage, but it is deciding the data flow from source to target. So data flow again is end-to-end data flowing from source to target through certain transformation logics. So how we will identify if a table is a control table or not? So there are certain conditions which are as below. So any table involved in the condition of the SQL queries, and if the same table columns are part of the select query, then that table will be treated as both control flow as well as a data flow. Any table involved in the where condition of the SQL queries, and from that table if we are not selecting any column, then this table will be treated only as a control flow. All lookups would be treated as a control flow, as there will be a condition involved which is controlling the data. And if the data is flowing till target, then this lookup table will be treated as both control table and the data flow table. So we will see in the catalog UI how we have a different section for the control table. So coming to the demo session, you can see we have already loaded a power center mapping in the catalog UI. And as you can see, there are four sources, one target table, and there is a new section named as controlling assets is showing here, where we can see three assets are already loaded. So these things are showing as a reference data. That is because I have not loaded the original source target tables, and once we do a connection assignment, we will be able to see these types change as a table. So now let's open the target table, and we can go to the lineage and impact tab. We can see the data flow is circular, which is because the source table and the target table both are same in this particular mapping. Now when we open the tabular asset summary, we can see the asset lineage summary, asset impact summary, and a new column named as asset control summary. So we will go to the asset control summary. So in the asset control summary, we can see two types of the control. One is controlled and another is controlling. So controlled is nothing but the assets is getting controlled by its seed object. So this can be seen by here as well. You can see the CRE loan MATY assets is controlled by the target table objects, which is CRE loan, and that is our seed assets as well. And the controlling is like the asset name CRE loan MATY is controlling the seed assets. So controlled is like this asset is getting control from the seed assets, and controlling is this asset is controlling to the seed asset. So this is the difference between controlled and controlling assets. You can also refer this document where we have two tables named as employee and select department, and we are selecting the employee ID, department ID, and employee name from employee and select department table, but we are just using select department table in a where condition, but we are not selecting any column from the select department table. So this will be treated as controlling. And if we talked about employee table, this will be treated as controlled. So this is all about control type, which is controlling and I would recommend you to log into our network portal, and you can go through this article which has detailed steps on the control tables. Also, you can provide your feedbacks on below too. Thank you for watching.